seconds on the clock. Brisbane, they were down, they were out, but they've risen again. The back-to-back dream is still alive. And Oscar McInerney, his dream is still alive. Brisbane get the job done over Collingwood by 29 points. Next Saturday, Geelong v Brisbane for the premiership. Brisbane by 20 at quarter time. Collingwood 6 unanswered. 13-point leaders at half-time. 7 goals to 2 by Brisbane in the third. Saw them up by 17. In the end, that man, well, you can see the emotion on his face. He's going to be the story of the week. There's always a Willie or won't he. Brisbane get it done by 29 points in front of 96,023. Zorko to another grand final. Berry subbed out with a shoulder issue. Can Lachie Neale get up? Geelong away. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Wow, preliminary finals are separated by stars. There's no doubt about that. McCluggage was enormous early. Wilmot was terrific all day. Bailey, Ashcroft, Dunkley. They just packed too many punches in the end, Brisbane. Too tough when it mattered most, too clinical when it mattered most, and they arrested an unbelievable second quarter slide to allow Collingwood 6 unanswered goals. What a win.
There's no happier man than Lachie Neale. Lives to breathe another day. No doubt he'll be back in the hyperbaric chamber.
How big a gambler do you think Chris Fagan is?
With him?
Yeah.
I'm the biggest gambler in the world with Lachie Neale. Yeah. If he says he's right to go, I'm playing him no matter what.
Well, Chris Scott had the same discussion with Max Holmes. He was right to go. Ticked every box in the week leading up to the grand final, and the coach said, you know what, I'm not taking the risk. Let's see how Brisbane handle the week. Let's see how Lachie handles the week. They'll know.
Alistair Lynch is down on the ground level. Dare say with a spring in his step, Lynchy.
Well, I've got a spring on my step, but it's nowhere near the spring in the step of this man here, proud captain of the Brisbane Lions, mate. How's it feel? You're going to your third grand final in a row.
Yeah, it's unreal. Yeah, it's a massive win. Obviously, coming down here, we knew it was going to be a hostile environment. Pies obviously played well first final and really set ourselves off the back of last week. So, yeah, just so proud.
What about the performance tonight? The pressure in that early stages lifted through the roof. You were challenged, you had to concede 6 goals, but your response in the third quarter was fantastic.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, obviously, credit to Collingwood. Their second quarter was unbelievable. Their pressure lifted and we didn't handle that well. So, I thought in the third quarter it was a real arm wrestle early, and then we're able to get some ascendancy. So it was a great response.
What was the big focus? Because always the scoring transition is always hard against the Pies. Your stoppage focus must have been right on. You've scored 10-5 from stoppages.
That's a good number. Cam Bruce would be happy sitting up in the box. But, we knew that they set up really well defensively. We had to be on our game at stoppage, and if we get the ball going forward, anything can happen. So credit to our forwards. They were on their toes, ready to go, and we're able to win their fair share. So really well done.
Mate, maybe enough about this game, but the season. At times, we from the outside have questioned your consistency, and you look like at times you've just been going with injuries and everything like that. You must be proud of the way these teams responded, and particularly the youngsters.
It's unreal, yeah. I mean, the young boys, they bring so much energy to the group, and I think it feels like they're a little bit naive to the occasion. Like, it's sort of like we're out here playing in front of 95,000 and they're just going about playing local footy. So, it's awesome. I think we've had some really great experiences. A lot of young guys have come on this year, and it's going to hold us in good stead for the future. But for the now, it's been another grand final. I'm so proud.
We'll just have a look at the player ratings, and Ty Gallup's your highest rated player for the game.
Oh, yeah, he's so exciting. Yeah, he's literally scratching the surface. He's got broad shoulders. He's a big boy. He's working on his craft. He's a sponge. I'm so excited for him to get a run next week. Like, he's worked hard this year to get into the team, and it's so exciting for the future.
Excited for the youngsters, excited for you old guys that are going again. But tell us, what's it feel like to see Oscar McInerney going to the grand final this year?
Yeah, Big O, Darcy Gardner, those guys, they all missed last year. So there's definitely a little bit of an external motivation for those boys. I would love nothing more than to hopefully get it, but we understand that Geelong are waiting, and you know, they touched us up a few weeks ago, and we have to go to school. So I'm looking forward to that this week. Obviously, grand final week's not like any other week, so we'll embrace that, we'll enjoy it, and we'll get to work at the same time.
It is a very different week. There's going to be a lot of stories all week, and there's one going to be a big story around Lachie Neale. Have you seen how he's moving? I've been here and he's going all right.
He's doing everything he can at the moment to get his body right. He's spending a couple of hours a day in the chamber, so yeah, we'll wait and see. Obviously, I think I ran around this morning, but yeah, we'll wait and see.
It'll be an exciting week. You're a star. Congratulations. Well done, mate.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Well, that will be the story. Lachie Neale. Chris Fagan takes his team into another decider. It didn't look like it when they gave up 6 goals to zip in that second term to trail by 13 at half time. But they dominated the second half, Brad Johnson, and the man you're with, just a lazy 37-1 in a prelim.
Oh, best on in a prelim. Hugh, how good is this? 3rd grand final in a row. You must be so proud of what you're achieving with this group.
Oh, it's incredible. Just to make a grand final is a huge achievement, and with the turnover we've had, the injuries, I was talking to you about it off camera, but the young boys stepping up in massive moments, it brings a smile to your face for sure.
A couple of those in the last quarter in particular. Ty's big mark, obviously off the double step, and Logan Morris's kick to Charlie Cameron was pretty good as well.
Yeah, they're first, second year players, and they're doing it on the big stage. It's a testament to those boys, and it's a testament to the culture that we've put in place at Brisbane to allow them to just be themselves and develop really quickly.
A fast start tonight, and then they fought back in the second quarter. What was it like at halftime? What were the conversations like just to turn things around with what you had to achieve in the third?
There's no doubt when your top 4 teams are playing in a prelim, there's going to be momentum swings, and we knew we just had to ride that out. Second quarter, they had theirs, but I think the way we came out in the third quarter, you know, really around contests and getting the ball going forward, really put them on the back foot, and that meant that we were able to get opportunities through forward stoppages and forward 50 entries and get the territory battle going our way.
We're just showing some vision of Lachie Neale here. We're doing everything possible. Won't be a bad addition to the midfield if he gets up.
Absolutely, yeah. He's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, so we'll see how it goes.
And you must be wrapped with what you achieved through the midfield tonight. I think it was 10 goals from stoppage. You'd be pretty happy.
Definitely, yeah. That's one of their strengths. Collingwood is setting up really well around stoppage, and we put a lot of work into that. It's something we'll have to get right again next week against the Cats, because they're also very good.
Well, I'm sure you will. Congratulations, Hugh. Amazing achievement once again, and all the best next week.
Thanks, John. I appreciate it, mate.
Well done to Brad Johnson and Hugh McCluggage. We've got a big hour or so post-game coming, Kingy, but just before we get that, just cast your mind forward a week. Who's your early fancy?
Oh, just the running power of the Cats versus the strike power of the Lions. They just throw big bombs and they keep them coming. It's going to be some sort of clash.
Can't wait. Sarah, what a game of footy we've seen here tonight.
It was incredible, Howie. A lion-hearted performance by the reigning premiers, reaching their 3rd grand final in a row. The youth of this team, so exuberant tonight. We saw some standout performances. Jason Dunsell, Nathan Buckley and Jack Rewalt. This is a group that continues to amaze.
It is. It was an impressive performance, wasn't it? Particularly in that second half. A number of players that virtually weren't sighted in the first half were able to turn their form around. They've got beautiful balance, young, experience, star factor, players can hit the scoreboard, great defenders. I'm super impressed, and I really look forward already to next week.
Yeah, well, they were able to share the load, weren't they? Yeah. Cameron hadn't done much in the first half. It was able to really stand up in the second. And then you look at, I think it was a 5-game player in Ty Gallup, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 5th game.
And had a 17.8 rating. I think he was one of the highest ranked players in the field, the 7th highest.
Ever by a
final by a teenager. Jasper Fletcher a couple of years ago has the highest. So they just keep churning out the young players, and then you've got Zorko and McCluggage, who's had a huge one, and the big units that just play their role really well.
Yeah, it's fascinating how they've filled the Joe Danaher role. You mentioned Ty Gallup. I thought Logan Morris was fantastic.
They both in tandem, Jack. They worked brilliant.
They worked well. And what amazed me tonight was Logan Morris's field kicking. Yeah. Just the ability to get the ball 50 metres like that.
The last kick to
Cameron, he kicked another one where Lohman should have run into an open goal. Is that they made the most of their opportunities. His game just swung in momentum, but the Lions just had the momentum for too much. That man on the screen there, Ryan Lester, heart and soul of this football club, he was fantastic again tonight as well.
Even to be able to buffer the injury to Jared Berry. Bruce Revell comes in and does an awesome job on the wing, just steps in as a sub and just keeps going with that contested ball style, the grind that the Lions showed throughout the night.
Yeah, they had that ability to absorb the Cats' blows when they were on top in the second quarter and then counterpunch and punch big they did. It was a superb performance by the reigning premiers, who've got a mighty challenge ahead if they're going to beat Geelong next week here at the MCG. It is going to be a fascinating encounter. Let's head to the rooms.